I don't encourage weight loss.
I was too big to get on the plane.
I can anybody on the street.
From Jillian Michaels' Surrounded episode on Jubilee to Southwest facing backlash for discriminating against people, in this video we'll be going through it all and talking about why so many people are against body positivity and the whole fat acceptance movement. And off the bat, let this be a reminder that you're not alone for thinking the way that you do. If you like real, honest commentary like this, then be sure to subscribe. It helps the channel grow a ton. And let's get right into this video.
I'm going to do my best to not use the O word because I find it pretty offensive. So I'm going to use fat body.
You're an eating disorder therapist and you refuse to say the O word, which she's talking about obese, and you prefer to use the term fat bodied. That sounds more offensive than anything. I feel like what this interaction really sets up and what it really highlights is how coddled we are treating people in society and how we're trying to be so nice, so empathetic. Oh, we can't say this, can't say that. That's a part of the problem. Refusing to say the words obese from a food therapist because you don't want to hurt somebody or you think it's a slur, that's a problem in itself. I feel like as a society, we've grown to be just way too empathetic. We're way too nice, way too kind. Not to say that I want everything to be evil or bad, but damn, when you get to a point where you're just so like fake nice, it gets a little off. It does. I don't want to use the term obese because it hurts somebody's feeling. Well, then damn it, oh well. If it hurts their feelings, it hurts their feelings. But if they're obese, then they're obese. What do you want to do about it? What are you going to call it? You'd rather use the term fat-bodied? No, you're obese. I don't know what else to tell you.
You introduced yourself, you talked about being a health advocate. Mm-hmm. Does your advocacy include making sure that people are not discriminated against?
Without question.
So how do you do that for people in larger?
Does your advocacy include making sure that people are not discriminated against? That is a loaded question and an unrealistic question because to a certain degree, anything and everything can be seen as discriminatory. We don't live in a society that's going to please every single person out there. By definition, technically, the house that I live in right now is discriminatory against anyone in a wheelchair because I don't have a ramp on my front porch. There are things in life that you're just gonna be discriminated against for. Okay, a clear example of this would be when you're at a water park and you're going on the water slide, and what do? They weigh you. You have to get weighed before you go on the water slide because if you're too big, you're gonna break the damn slide. You're not gonna be able to slide down it. You're going to be discriminated against because of your weight. But the only reason that's a thing is because like it's proven like you're just big. That's why the scale is there. Or even a roller coaster. Before you get on a roller coaster, you have the test seat. So you can make sure you can fit in it. And if you're too big, you just can't get on the roller coaster. And that's going to be seen as discriminatory to some people. But again, like I said before, we don't live in a society that can please every single body out there. That's not realistic. So no, I don't see how you can live in a society or be someone that can advocate for every single person to not be discriminated against when there's clear examples of that oftentimes being a thing. Another one being airplanes. If you are too big and you're spilling over into the next seat and you're just an inconvenience as an existence because you're that big, of course you can be discriminated against. Like, I don't know what to tell you. And it's not the plane's fault for not making bigger seats to accommodate for you being super big, because the same thing applies to super tall people too. They're shit out of luck too on planes. And it's not even so much for the big people, little people too. If you are too skinny, if you're too thin, you can't get on a roller coaster. There's just safety precaution for some things, and at some point you're gonna be discriminated against. I don't know what to tell you. It reminds me of those content creators that just make content all about them not being able to find their sizes in certain brands that they love to shop at because they done got too damn big. You can't be mad that this clothing company doesn't have a 6X, 5X. That's ridiculous. At that point, you just need to lose weight. I'm not saying you have to be super skinny. That's alarming too, and that is a problem. Being anorexic, being super thin, that's a problem in itself. But being this big, it does bring up issues, and you're gonna run into scenarios where you're gonna be discriminated against, and that's just life. But I will say, if you are gonna be discriminated against, it needs to come with some sort of basis or fact behind it, like a scale before getting on a water slide that's clear. Instead of just looking at someone and saying, no, you're too fat to get on this water slide, they're like, no, step on the scale, the slide's built for this, the engineers say this, you can't get on it because you're too big. That's a clear representation of like cause and effect, I guess. But when it comes to Southwest, which you're about to get into, some of these gate agents are just looking at people and saying, you're too fat, you can't get on the plane. Crazy.
At the Kansas City airport for my 6:30, 7 a.m. flight, checking my bags, right? And I was just checking in my bag at the priority lane because I fly priority. I fly all the time, right? A-list preferred, priority with everything else. Now, I understand Southwest changed their policy where, you know, if they feel like you might be big enough to need an extra seat, that they can ask you to pay for one. But I have never run into that.
See, I think that's kind of crazy. I think they need to see if you can fit in the seat, and if you are spilling over, then they can say, hey, in order for you to be on this plane, you need to like buy the extra seat that's next to you because it's not a full flight, or they need to have the scale. You got the scale for the bags, get the scales out for the people. Hey, like a roller coaster seat. Hello? You step on the scale, you too big to get on the plane. You got to drive to your destination. I don't know to tell you. That makes more sense to me. Having the scale, it sounds crazy, but it makes more sense. Same like a roller coaster. If you're too big for the roller coaster, you can't get on. So if you're too big for the plane, you can't get on. But you can't just look at somebody and say that. You should at least be busting out the scale. Let me know in the comments below. What do you think about that? It's pretty interesting, but if I'm thinking about the water slide scenario, I mean, shit. What? I don't know what to tell y'all.
The lady at the counter had to go get her supervisor because they felt that I was too big to get on the plane without paying for 2 seats when I fly weekly and sit in my seat just fine. And the lady had the audacity to say, I'm just concerned about the people sitting next to you for their comfortability. Well, what about my comfortability with the conversation having in front of all of these people about how you think I'm too big to fly? When, keep in mind, I know I'm a hefty guy, but I've lost over 60 pounds since Christmas. I fit in the seat just fine. Everyone is comfortable. We're good.
Just because you can fit don't mean you're not interrupting somebody else's time on the plane. I done sat next to some big people before on the plane, and that was some of the worst flights in my life. I'm sorry. When I'm like squished over to the side and our thighs are rubbing. Why are our thighs rubbing on the plane? No. I do think what Southwest is doing, and I've seen a couple more videos like this where the gate agent's like, no, you too big. That's a lawsuit. It sounds like a lawsuit. I don't know. And if they were to back it up, like that's crazy as hell. Had a sample seat, like the roller coasters here at the gate. Here's a sample seat. If you don't fit in this seat, then you gotta buy first or buy exit row or the seat next to you, or you just can't get on the plane. I don't know. But this kind of discrimination, it does get very, very tricky.
You care so much about someone else's body in order to like try and argue against body positivity. Like say someone's like fat, obese, whatever, walking on the street, that doesn't actually affect you as a person.
It doesn't affect me as a person individually when I see a fat person. But when I see someone harping on about body positivity and loving yourself in your body, to a certain point, you are promoting harm. You are promoting a very, very unhealthy lifestyle, proven to be unhealthy, proven to be dangerous. If you're just out there telling people it's okay being big, love yourself being big, get bigger, stay big, it doesn't matter, that is dangerous. It actually is. It actually does harm people. Again, same way being too skinny. Being too skinny is very harmful. I'm all for body positivity in the sense of loving the skin that you're in and getting away from this, you have to look like a chiseled model. No, like loving your body no matter where it's at in this average baseline of like a little below average, and then above average, loving your body in that. But if you are too skinny or you are too fat, there's no reason. Ooh, this conversation sticky. There's no reason for you to be like positive in your body. Like you should work on that. You need to gain weight or lose weight. Because it's just not good. It's just not. It's just not good being dangerously skinny, and it's not good being dangerously big. None of that is to come off as offensive or hateful. It's just the fact of the matter. Not to say that average body people can't have health ailments either, and they aren't getting sick either. They are getting sick. But we already know being too thin is very, very dangerous for your body, and being too big is very dangerous for your body. So I think body positivity should lie in this. You don't have to look like a chiseled model to be happy with your body, to be healthy. No, it's to love yourself, love your skin, love how you are, love how you appear, you know, for all the small, medium, and large people. What do you think? Is that crazy? Is that like too harmful? I just feel like if we know it's literally harmful being super skinny and we know it's super harmful being super big, then like what's the problem with calling that out? So if you're out here rooting and tooting for body positivity, and you're big AF, that is a problem. And I will speak out about it, like in this video, because you're literally harming yourself. That is what that is doing. Are there situations where you can be big and still be considered healthy because you don't have a lot of visceral fat, like sumo wrestlers or like big linebackers? Sure, those scenarios exist, but for the average person out there, just no. That's not how this works.
And why wouldn't people bring up how skinny Hollywood is? Y'all be talking about this is body shaming. We shouldn't be commenting on other people's bodies. Shut the up. Yes, we should. Yeah, we should. It gets to a point when it is genuinely concerning for these people's health. So if multiple people are now concerned for these people's health, yeah, it should be talked about. It should. People shouldn't be extremely anorexic. I shouldn't be able to see your entire anatomy.
Hello.
Just like people should not be morbidly obese. You know, there's a show, My 600-Pound Life, because it gets to a point when it's dangerous for your life.
Hello. We should talk about it. We need to bring back the shaming, honestly, because the shaming can help save somebody's life. That does highlight the toxic side of body positivity, in that you can be so positive, you ignore what's actually harming somebody. That's stupid AF. Like if someone's super skinny, that needs to be discussed. If someone's super big, it needs to be discussed. Especially if you love them and you actually care about them, you should be helping them. That's hello. I feel like homegirl. It's just common sense at this point.
I'm being real. This whole body positivity thing, I feel like it has allowed a lot of y'all to be enabled to do shit that you probably shouldn't be doing. To have addictions that you probably shouldn't have, you know, like not eating whatever the fuck it is. It has gotten out of hand. And I'm just going to be real and say that. Body positivity and body shaming mean absolutely fucking nothing if you look like you could drop dead tomorrow.
Exactly. If you look like you're about to drop dead, that is an issue within itself. And you don't need to be a doctor to see that. You don't need to be no licensed therapist to see that. No, it's clear as day what anorexia looks like and what obesity looks like. Both issues. Hello, they have names. They're both issues. And this whole body positivity movement becomes toxic when you ignore that. So like homegirl, I'm right there with her. We can talk about these things right here openly. It is what it is.
Hey, Delta, listen.
How privileged do you have to be in an airport lounge? Delta, your robes, they're too tiny. Like, you need some plus size robes. No, they don't. This is what I'm talking about, where it's fine. Like, this can be seen as, she's like, oh, I'm being discriminated against because the robes are too tiny. Girl, you too big. What do you want? Like, what do you want people to do? That's ridiculous for them to be expected to stock a car cover. I'm sorry. It gets to a point where y'all really be excessive. Y'all really be doing the most when it comes to this shit. You really do. When you do nothing but sit here, bitch, moan, and complain about this world and how you're being viewed when you look like you could drop dead. I don't want to hear from you. I don't. And I know there's the other side of the argument. Well, you don't have to react or you don't have to talk about it. We have to discuss it because people like this advocate for body positivity and fat acceptance and love yourself in your body. That's not real. I'm all for you loving yourself if you are healthy and in that range of healthy. But when you are more obese, and you getting seatbelt extenders, you spilling over into people's seat, you can't buy clothes anywhere, that's a problem.
It's a lab coat at best. Please get some bigger rolls for plus size passengers.
They don't need to cater to plus size. Delta, you doing just fine. Sweetie, you are doing fine. You just need to cater to the average body people, and that's it. Because again, if someone was anorexic, they'd be swallowed up in it. It affects them too. But I'm sorry that they don't make the big ass robes for you. They don't have to. But oh, my weight, this, body positivity, this, fat acceptance, this. Girl, bye.
Okay, Samara girl, I love you. I love you.
Come on now.
But girl, it's our fault. It's our fault. Like, I'm not even trying to be one of them. I swear to God, I love you, girl, for real. But we gotta take some of the blame too on why our big ass sizes is not in the store.
Thank you. This person's reacting to the big black girl we just saw, Samira, There's another big black girl saying, hey, I love your content, but like at some point we got to take responsibility. We have to be accountable to how big we have gotten. We have to understand why our size of clothes is not going to be in every Target, every Marshalls, every JCPenney, every Hollister, every American Eagle. It's not going to happen because you're too damn big, and it's unrealistic for all these brands to be carrying all these heavy ass weights and all these big ass sizes. They're gonna lose product for themselves. That makes no sense. There's no, if the brand offers it online, that makes more sense because they can just make, like I say, 1,000 5XLs and they have it in a warehouse and it's ready to be shipped for someone who want to buys it. But if it's all marketing, if there's not that many people, thank you, it's marketing, Amir. Like if your area has a lot of average sized people and you come bouncing in the store, boom, 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 and you 5XL, why would you ever expect a brand to carry that big? That's like expecting me to find a Bugatti dealership in every city because there's at least one rich ass person in every city. No. Supply and demand, marketing. Where are your people at? Where should I put a business at? Sorry, there's not a lot of big people like you out here walking in the stores, waddling in the stores, trying to buy some clothes.
But literally, y'all, I just don't want to keep seeing my girl on here arguing down the fact that we don't have fat clothes when we the reason why they gotta extend the clothes size. We out of hand.
Thank you.
I don't know, y'all. I don't know.
I love personal accountability. I love when a big girl can just be like, I'm big and it's my fault. Love you down. I'm glad you know, and I hope that you're working towards a different life. Love that for them. Love that for her calling out this content creator saying, girl, it's getting to a point where this is just, it's too much. We've all seen it be too much. That Samara, that person can drive me up a wall like Lily Tino. Ooh, jump scare.
And I don't encourage weight loss because it's unethical.
How could you not encourage weight loss if it's going to be something that can help improve the livelihood of said person? This goes back to the beginning of the video where I was mentioning how we become too empathetic. Become too nice, too caring, where we're not just being blunt and real. If them being big is quite literally harming them and affecting them, you're doing a disservice just lying to them and just saying, no, I'm not going to recommend that you lose weight. You're very happy right now. Eating food is what makes you comfortable. That's what you're doing. We will work around that. No, we're too damn nice. That's what it is. That's what it is. We're too nice. We're too caring, too empathetic in this society to the point where it's become fake. It's become fake. It's become fraudulent. And nothing... Are we going to keep it real? Can we keep it real, you guys? Like, can we? Because when I see a content creator and they're really big or just an obese person, and I look in the comments and it seems like to be all the girls. A lot of girls, they have like the one big girlfriend, the big girl in the group. And they'll post on Instagram and then all their comments are like, oh my gosh, slay, you ate, body looks great, you're beautiful. Why are you lying? Let it be group of dudes. Bro, you're getting fat. You need to lose weight. You need to get on a treadmill. Your legs are skinny, your arms are skinny. Men will tear each other down respectfully because we care. Because of out of love and respect, because we know the capability that our bros have. When my male friends are around, I know what they're capable of. I know the kind of hard work. I expect better of them. I'm going to keep it blunt. I'm going to keep it real. If you're getting fat, I'm gonna say you're getting fat. If you're getting too thin, I'm gonna say, hey, you're getting too thin. You need to work out. And I expect the same from them to me. Amir, you're getting pudgy. Amir, you need to work out this. You need to do this. Thank you. That's a sign of a real friendship. But if I'm sitting here big as hell and I need a robe the size of a fucking carport, I need a car cover, and my comments like, you're beautiful, queen, slay. That's fake as it is. And I always only see it with women. Let me know in the comments below if I'm tweaking or not. But I feel like I only see that with women. Just women being so caring and loving and just like, oh, you're fine. You're beautiful how you are. Body positivity, love, acceptance. No. It is the fakest shit I've ever heard. And it's gotten to the point where you got therapists, activists, doctors saying, I'm not going to say obese. That's a slur. I'm not going to advise somebody to lose weight. That's going to hurt their feelings. F them. Hurt the feelings, because sometimes you need to be dragged through the mud. Your feelings need to be hurt in order for you to make action. Some of y'all do need y'all asses lit on fire so you can act and change your damn life. But you're not going to do that if you're sitting around a bunch of friends that are just coddling you, a bunch of yes men, a bunch of people that are just, you're beautiful. You're doing this great. You're doing this great. You're doing this great. That is the fakest shit I've ever seen in my life. You need friends that are going to keep it real. You need doctors that are going to keep it real. You need people in your life, in your circle, that is going to tell you how it is. And remember, you don't have to be offended by everything. You don't have to take everything personal. Sometimes these things are said to you because they're meant to help you. Just because you're hurt does not mean the words were hurtful. Like, just because you got hurt by a word doesn't mean the intent behind that was to hurt you. You got hurt because it's real. If a friend saying, hey, girl, you getting fat. You're like, oh my gosh. She called me big. Are you? Did they just call a spade and now you took it a certain way because she just made a freaking observation? What are we doing here? It's sad. And that's what all the whole body positivity and fat acceptance, why I don't like it. A lot of other people don't like it because it's fake, it's phony, it's fraudulent, and it's hurtful. It is not good for society. It is disappointing seeing the amount of large people in the United States. It will never fail to blow my mind. Even living in the South, and when I go out there to Gatlinburg and go to Dollywood, they got a whole ass carport. What's them damn things? You know, the scooters, the electric scooters where you sit down like in a grocery store with the little basket. They got a whole little center of just that. And big people just rolling all around Dollywood. We all are already dying. As it is. You can't even see it because I'm too black, but I got a tattoo. It's the end of a stopwatch because we never know when we're going to die. Whenever I look at my wrist, I'm like, you know what? I could die right now. And that motivates me, that inspires me. It drives me so much to make sure that I'm always trying to live the most authentic life that I can because time is limited and everybody got time to be a fake bitch, phony bitch, and we ain't got time for none of that, okay? And I also don't have time to be wheeling around on a scooter at a theme park. I don't have time. If I already know I'm going to be dying and I don't know when, why would I be doing things and eating things nonstop that are gonna make that happen faster? That's crazy. That's crazy as hell. You got no business eating half the shit that y'all be eating. You don't. You have no business needing a scooter to roll around somewhere. Is that who you want your kids to look up to? Is that what you want people to see you? And like, that's jarring. That's not motivating. It's not inspiring. It just says so much about you, and it's sad. And I know there's people out there that have medical issues, and that's a separate thing. But in large part, it is self-inflicted. It is self-inflicted in this damn country, and it is sad.
Do you want to know how fat phobia impacts everybody? I'll tell you. Food stamps. SNAP. Yeah. A lot of the people who are coming out being like, oh my God, what did you do with last month's money? What are you doing with all this money? Are you buying processed foods that make you fat and lazy? Yeah. What did you all think was happening when fat people kept saying fat phobia impacts us all? In fact, it's being written into our policies. Fat phobia is being written into our policies. And yet people will swear up and down that fat phobia ain't that fucking serious, when they're specifically using fat phobia to justify why people should have enough next month, despite people spending their money from month to month. A majority of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck at this current juncture.
I used to be of the mindset that eating healthy is expensive. It can be. If you're going the all organic route and that whole route, yeah, it can rise up quickly. But I also learned that if you go to Walmart and you get some Tupperwares and you literally get a big old tube of ground beef, you get a pack of chicken breast, some broccoli, some rice, maybe some bell peppers, cook that up for the week, you're done. You can make $20 last an entire week. It will be boring and it will be dry, but you will live. And if you are on SNAP and you're dependent on the government, you're dependent on other people's tax money to survive, then you should be doing just that, surviving. There's no reason food stamps should be funding soda, chips, processed food. No, I want to get rid of food stamps and just send out HelloFresh boxes of literally the most bare bones ever. Like, I'm talking a tube of ground beef, chicken breast, box of cereal, the eggs, and keep it pushing. It is very cheap, very, very, very cheap to eat clean and eat healthy. Go to Aldi's, spend $100 and watch how long that would make it stretch. Watch it. But you're on here DoorDashing food. Half y'all got no business DoorDashing. DoorDashing is expensive. It is expensive. Half y'all got no business DoorDashing all the type of food. And then You want to talk about, well, I have to eat the processed food because it's cheaper. You can just eat the bare bones food and be fine. And it's not fat phobic to call it. I'm so sick of these damn phobics. Everything's phobic. That's what I was talking about in my other video. Damn it. If someone's like, oh, this person's fat phobic, they're probably my friend. Because at least they keep it real with people. Oh, that person's racist. Hey, what's up, bro? Oh, this person's homophobic. What up, fam? Like, what do these words even mean anymore? You're saying, oh, it's fat phobic that the government's saying you shouldn't be using food stamps for soda and chips and candy. Have you lost your damn mind? These big people, y'all, I can't.
I look like the first fucking fat housewife of Beverly Hills. I'm gorgeous. I got they, thems, he's, she's coming out of my ears. I can f anybody on the street.
Why are you lying to yourself? I'm being so honest. I'm not even trying to clown you. I'm not even trying to joke. You really think you can just sit here and say, I can have sex with anybody? This is a result. This is what I was talking about, them comment sections. This is the result of having all your homegirls, random strangers hype you up, gas you up. Oh, you look beautiful. You are good. You are this or that. No, you are not. You're not. That's disgusting. It's unhealthy. It's not hateful to call that out. It's not hateful to say that, but to sit here in front of my face, everybody's face, and just proclaim on a show like looking like this. You could walk down the street. You a real house. You are big plus size, but plus size version of a Real Housewife, and you can bang anybody you want. You've lost your damn mind, and that's a result of a very empathetic society, fake phony society that just hypes up this body positivity even when it's harmful. This is not good. And what bugs me the most about all this whole conversation around fat acceptance and body positivity is the lies. Because I've done other videos highlighting this whole movement of the big plus size people, and especially some of these influencers, they're all dead. Like 8 of them have died already because they've just been so gluttonous. Eat it. Yummy, 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 baby, that bummy, hit it. Beyonce reference, leave me alone. They too busy eating it where they're dying. One of these girls, I'll put her up on the screen now. She was a big plus size advocate and body positivity, fat acceptance, until she realized, like, oh, people in my circles are dying. This actually isn't a good life. This isn't a desirable life. Hello, Lizzo. Lost so much weight, and she's like always looking back at her old self, and it's like, girl, you were pushing this too. This whole body positive movie, love myself, love my big roles. Why? It is crazy, like, watching someone that big, like, oh, you can't say the word obese, or us, anybody will want to do me. That's what happens when you're like hyped up by all these people and you're living in this alternate society, this alternate world. It blows my mind. But as always, let me know in the comments below what you think. What are your opinions on all this body positivity movement, fat acceptance? Do you feel like it's actually been harmful? And are you glad there's been more of this way? Maybe I should make a whole video on the GLP-1s and like Ozempic and all that, because I see you get a lot of hate. But like, damn, can people not win? If we're gonna complain about body positivity, and we're gonna complain about big people, and now we see all these big people losing weight, how you gonna be mad at that too? I ain't got no problem with it. The peptides, the GLP-1s, Ozempics, I have no issue with it. As long as it's used safely and you're not on it for life and you're using it as a launch pad to get you where you want to be and it's working for you. I mean, shit. I want people to be healthy. I want you to be your best version of yourself. And I'm seeing a lot of people get on it and then get off and then they Gucci. So, I mean, do you blame them? I don't. Listen, like I said before, let me know in the comments below. And outside this video, I'm talking directly to you. I hope that you know it's called going through it for a reason. You're not stuck there. You're going to survive. I don't know what season you are in your life, whether family drama, friend drama, life, work, health. Like, it doesn't matter what you're going through, because whatever is faced in front of you, you can walk through it. You can go through it. It's called going through it for a reason. You're not stuck there. It's just a season of your life and it will pass, but you have to believe in that and you have to hold on to that. And the only person that can really change your life is you standing in your own shoes, and the person that's coming back to you in that damn mirror, it's you. So I don't know who this is for. I don't know who is just stopped in their tracks listening to me right now, but I hope that you're taking care of yourself and you're doing what you know you need to be doing to change your life. I mean it. I love you. I believe in you. I don't know you, but I know if you watch this whole damn video and you hear at the end, damn it, we on some type of wavelength right now. We agree someone on some core things, so I damn sure can know you got this thing called life and you're gonna be okay. So with that being said, I love you guys a ton. Thank you so much for the support. Like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow a ton. And I'll catch you right again in the next video later this week. Deuces.